Hey everybody, welcome to the Geek Fighters final E3 predictions show. I'm your host as normal. I was going to say as always, but I wasn't as always. I'm your host, Fighter Chaos, the leader of the Geek Fighters. Along with me is the one streaming, Double RPG.
As always, as normal, aka as normal, aka Fighter Chaos. Hey, my friend. And hey, everybody, I'm Double RPG, and sad to say that this is our last day for our Road to E3 for this year.
And with me as well, my right-hand man, 16-bit Jeff.
Me, your second hand for Ned. Nice. What's up, guys? And to clarify something, Kyle, it is sad, but look at the bright side. 1 week wait.
Oh,
1 week
very
wait
true.
To the enchilada itself, E3.
Very true. And Jerry, also, you said Jeff was your right-hand man. Does that make me your left hand?
I guess so.
I was gonna make a Resident Evil 4 joke where I was gonna make a Resident Evil 4 joke where Leon said your right hand comes off.
I was gonna say I don't have two right hands.
No,
Hey,
that was the case. That be the other Kyle, but we don't talk about him.
No, it's real.
By the way, Chocobo, I'm doing good. I streamed a solo stream earlier, and also introducing Metal Ninja.
Hey, yo.
Shameless.
I'm the bad guy.
Hi, Scott Hall.
No.
I get the reference.
He said, "Hey,
Say
yo."
hello to the bad guy. Nothing else? I guess. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I thought you could say, and I'm here repping Hero Club.
Yeah. Here repping Hero Club. You know, check us out, hero-club.com. Yo.
If Wheels,
The usual.
Wheels is here.
Oh, funny. Yeah, funny.
Yeah, but he's not a real gamer.
No, he's a big fan of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He just loves to be up in that hood, y'all.
And Thomas, Thomas and Friends, which I am also a huge fan of. But hey, whatever.
He also says himself that he's a casual gamer.
Yeah, like I have to explain a lot of like the industry like BS and stuff to him. So. No, he's still a cool guy. Just he's not into the like game blogosphere, I guess you could say.
Yeah, like he's more in like the casual space, like the mainstream.
Yeah, that's what he said.
To us.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he says himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
anyways, though, glad to be here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So if you guys don't know,
too.
we're covering. If you guys don't know, we're covering the third parties. That is the companies that don't make systems but make all the games. That some of them have their own conferences, and some of them we're expecting something to show up of them either in Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony's conference.
Well, Jerry, to be fair, is it also true that these other guys that are equally, if not worse, disappoint us more than even the console manufacturers themselves?
Well, disappointments are not what I'm talking about. Although they have, especially the last one, the Double R put here in our notes. Them especially.
Yeah.
Especially, well, also the first one that I put, even because they're the ones who caused the most stink this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I guess
we went down to 4 viewers. I was gonna say, yo, let's ask the chat what's going. Oh, they all left.
We got the Bethesda Legion left us.
So
yeah, because they can't take how the bean counter known as Todd Howard is a false idol. Hashtag
yeah.
It just works.
Just works my ass. My ass works more than whatever it is that just works.
But in all seriousness, Jerry, where do you want to start off?
well, speaking of Todd Coward, we might as well start with Bethesda.
All right.
And I'm the Bethesda like nut. I'm like, and that's how bad it is that you got someone like me who knows Elder Scrolls lore, or like deep Elder Scrolls lore, deep Fallout lore. Even though I got in after Jeff.
Yeah, because I was going to introduce you to the series.
Exactly.
And that's the funny thing. Like, if you and I equally are bashing them, for different, respectful, franchises, even though we've both been fans since we were kids, that should be saying a lot.
Exactly. That's my point. Yes. That is exactly my point. Where it's like you got someone like me and Jeff who were huge fans of these franchises, and you're making us call you Todd Coward. Bruh. Anyways, Bethesda. We'll start with Bethesda, and here's what we know so far because they already went through the trouble of trolling everybody with like a 24-hour stream of just the Vault Boy bobblehead just sitting there, and then the Vault Boy sleeping with random people with randomness. Sprinkled in there, like Pete Hines offering the Vault Boy a drink, and then taking a big drink. Somebody wearing a Game of Thrones mask with a dagger. Somebody throwing balloons. Somebody else throwing more balloons.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is all this? And people are like, me, I was one of them. I was thinking Fallout 3 Anniversary for all systems, including Switch.
I'm confused. What does Game of Thrones have, or what does Bethesda have to do with Game of Thrones?
It was they're probably trying to throw people off to thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like some kind of like maybe a crossover with Elder Scrolls Fallout.
Actually, no. There has been it's funny you bring it up, Jerry, and thank you, because there was a rumor going around that not only Starfield was going to be the next game, but apparently Bethesda Game Studios is working on a game based off of that property. So possibly they were teasing not only that, but a possible announcement of a Game of Thrones title from Bethesda Game Studios.
So here's the thing then. Does that mean that you said it's possible, so are you convinced, or do you think it's just that stream wasn't just for this Fallout 76, but for...
I don't think it was only for that, dude, because that would be stupid.
So, yeah, I'm actually...
That's what we're talking about.
Like, assuming that they're not retarded.
That's assuming
we have to be clear. Assuming.
and if we're not banned from Twitch for me saying retarded,
which is hypocritical, because how many other streamers have said worse?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and how many of them on YouTube? How many of them on YouTube have actually said very nice things, but they're held their comments for review by YouTube themselves, and who have 4,000 of those comments held for review, which most of them are nice, and while others are trollish. I'm talking about our good buddy Nightwing.
K-Wing, yeah, yep. So, assuming that they're not, that 24-hour stream probably does have little hints for their future, for their June 10th presser.
Because
in which case, like you said, like I said, and you brought up more into.
And it has to be the case, because if I recall, wasn't it Pete Hines just a couple weeks before this was revealed, saying that, and I quote, "We have a lot to show and announce at this year's show."
And Pete Hines himself even showing up during the stream.
Yeah, and right at the end, throwing those balloons and
And he even said that this press conference that they have coming up may be the longest one that they've ever done,
that's longer. Just bring up how, yes.
Yeah. Maybe.
So now you convinced me that that stream wasn't just for Fallout 76. Which, by the way, that was the big thing that they announced after that 24-hour stream, with Todd himself coming up and saying, "We got something," and showed a song. I forgot the name of the song. It's John Denver's song.
Yeah.
Country Road.
Country Road. Yeah. Country Road, West Virginia. Now people are saying, but Fallout 76 was in the D.C. area. West Virginia is bordering Maryland.
Yep.
And if you guys don't know, if you're not from there, people in Maryland and Virginia and D.C., they call that area the DMV.
Yep.
Meaning not just... That's considered part of D.C. area.
Yep.
So it's still... So even though it's West Virginia, that's still considered D.C. area. So there you go with that. They showed a little bit of I'm a little optimistic at the character model, but...
They look a hell of a lot better than they did in Fallout 4.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm cautiously optimistic.
It's one character model.
Exactly. And Fallout, Bethesda's terrible with humans, apparently.
Really? That's when?
Since ever. Yes.
Since day one.
Which is funny. People are like,
No,
why do you
no,
not?
let's be blunt. It was actually since the last generation.
What I meant by day one, have you ever seen their only NES game they worked on, which was Where's Waldo?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So Fallout 76. Since this is quick, then we'll go back to the Bethesda stream. The big thing people are wondering about that Kotaku reporter who they got blacklisted. Yeah, Jason Schreier. He said
he's mostly like for those who don't know, he's usually the guy to go for leaks. Like he's usually 100% correct.
So he's pretty darn credible. He said that there's.
I just hope he's not correct on this one.
He said there's online component, but he didn't say that it's online only. I hope it's not.
I hope to God it's not. But there was also.
I don't mind online components.
Comparing it to the survival game Rust.
Oh yeah. And
which I don't like.
Yeah.
Like not only that, but hearing that the thing that people hated the most from Fallout 4 is going to not only return to be the biggest component that is the base building component.
Oh,
No.
I didn't even try and invest in that.
I didn't either. And you know what? I'm not bashing him for trying something new.
Right.
But when in the heck has base building ever thought to work in an environment of a world like Fallout, especially for a single-player, narrative-driven RPG?
Here's my thing with them. Like you said, it's cool to try something new, but now that we know that it didn't, why are you still going with it then?
Because there were some people that like it or want to return. You know those people.
Jeez.
They just want Preston to return.
Oh God! Oh crap! We found out. Yes, we did. We found out. Couldn't keep it here. We found out. There's another settlement needs your help. I marked it on your map. By the way, Bethesda, why is it that in every game, Elder Scrolls and Fallout both, where you become a general or a major or archmage or whatever, you're the head honcho, but they still treat you like you're the newest punk that just joined.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially in Fallout 4, you're the general. You don't do the work. Preston should do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. But there's one thing I can say about this new game, Fallout 76. If there's one thing I'm hoping that at least they do a better job with, it's the world building, the lore, and more importantly, the narration in this game than
oh God, yes,
the entirety of Fallout 4. Because let's be blunt, when Fallout 3's base game and its DLC was way better of an experience overall compared to Fallout 4, there's no way in heck they can go even deeper. Like the only way they can go back is up instead of going down even further. But who knows? I'm just trying to be optimistic, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so Fallout 76, I really need to see more. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't tease like anything like gameplay whatsoever. And they just said, yeah, we're going to just wait until our E3, the E3 reveal that's happening in a couple days, which I understand, but at the same time, it's just like, I hate when people do that, dude. But I'm hoping for a release to be surprised, and hey, at least we got another spinoff. No one thought, there was no one like you nor I, Jerry, that thought that would ever happen after the botched release that was freaking New Vegas.
Uh-huh.
In regards to another Fallout spinoff.
Yeah.
Which ironically was the better game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you get the spiritual successor of the original studio that's developed said franchise to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Was that it in regards to Fallout 76? I know there's other things that we want to talk about in regards to Bethesda.
Well, yeah. Let's go back to the stream. So they showed the game. We already covered the Game of Thrones. The pit boy, the vault boy, being offered a drink. There was some people that were just thumbs up, And it looked like a celebration, although the Fallout 76 had the same kind of celebration thing. But I still do believe that those are hints for a Fallout 3 / New Vegas remasters. Like, and for Switch too, since they actually have a relationship with Nintendo now.
A good one too.
For once.
Yay.
Yeah.
What's the possibility of those things?
Hopefully good.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's not Fallout 4 for Switch, I would gladly take those 2 games.
Hey, at least it'll give Nintendo the Nintendo owners first try at Fallout on a Nintendo console.
And that's actually a good question you brought up, Kyle. If that's the case, and they only can bring one game, which game do you guys think will be the better introduction to the Nintendo fan base with the Fallout IP? New Vegas remaster or Fallout 3 remaster?
I would probably go with 3 personally.
Oh, hi, LPH.
Hey, welcome to chat.
Like between the two of them, that's probably the one that'd be easier.
3 is the one that,
3 is the more streamlined one.
Because it was the first one that was in like the new style.
Yeah.
That's where, that Vegas and 4 kind of lit off of. And it's a fairly, straightforward but deep enough story to get people engaged to want to know, to go and play New Vegas, go and play 4 if they haven't already,
I'll say this. If that does happen and we get Fallout 3 Remaster, then there's another RPG I like to see come to the platform courtesy of Bethesda Game Studios. And that's a little game known as Oblivion.
Oh my god, yes. I want. Can we just get that? Please?
And Oblivion Remaster would
be the fan base with a true RPG in the Elder Scrolls.
That was the last real RPG that Bethesda made, honestly.
And you know what the sad thing
is?
New
Vegas doesn't count because it was made by Obsidian. So.
Exactly, but you know what the sad thing is, Jerry? With how much you and I bash equally on both Fallout 4 and Skyrim for being nothing but sandbox experiences.
Yeah.
At least Skyrim's a fun experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Like trash that it's Fallout 4.
At least I go back. I can go back to Skyrim.
Like to me, Fallout 4 feels like a chore.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else we want to cover in that stream? I did watch it from time to time. There's clips of all the big moments.
Oh, speaking of that stream in general, another thing that could be teased and has been teased for a very long time, that secretive other IP that Bethesda Game Studios has been working on for a long time, that new IP codenamed Starfield.
Oh, right. Jeepers. It's in the notes, too. It's in our notes. And I'm like, dude, Starfield, the frick is that?
A lot of people are thinking that it's a single-player RPG in the vein like of what they did with Elder Scrolls and Fallout, but more of like a space opera / sci-fi aesthetic.
So kind of like Mass Effect in a sense.
So one is fantasy, one is post-apocalyptic, and now they want a pure sci-fi one.
Which I would gladly take that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh,
I just had this
definitely
gut feeling that it's online.
Oh, God.
I had a strange gut feeling it's not single player.
Oh, I hope it's single player. But then again, you're not wrong, because I remember the same guy we were just talking about, Pete Hines, the PR guy for Bethesda, the entirety of Bethesda / ZeniMax, said that going forward, every game that they're going to be developing is going to be games as a service in mind.
Oh, yep.
So you're not wrong. Jeez.
I hope, my hope is if they do that it's only optional.
Thank you for clarifying that, because I was just about to bring that up. Like, we're not against the idea of games as a service. There are franchises that works wonders with, like, for example, fighting games when done right, like Killer Instinct,
it's just
beautifully works.
Stuff. Yeah, that's optional, yeah.
When it's forced down your throat with something like freaking Fortnite, or, I hate to say it, guys, but something worse like PUBG.
Well, PUBG is basically kill now, so...
if you want to go down a step further and make things even worse, I'd say Street Fighter 5 Sleep Fighter 5.
But that's what I was getting at, Kyle, is that the fact that, when you force it on the player, that's when you kill the entirety of the game's popularity right then and there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Think about
shove it down your audience's throats.
Thing about Street Fighter versus other fighting games is that a lot of it isn't just costumes; it's the characters themselves that you want to play as that are locked behind a whole season of waiting.
Yeah.
Whereas with like ArcSys games, it's just colors and stuff that that's optional. That's not.
But you know what the hypocrisy is that ArcSys skills still gets trashed on for that when that is just small meat and potatoes compared to the crap that Capcom's been doing for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Just the hypocrisy in general.
I mean, ArcSys does have characters, but they're not like how Capcom does. Ugh.
Oh god, yeah.
It's like how I said, it's just more of these companies, they're just caring less about earning the rewards that you make for playing through like the individual characters or the modes, but instead they just want to force a paywall down your throat.
And know that, but we can also say one thing too, in regards to, funny enough, PR spokespeople like Mr. P. Hines over at Bethesda. Say what you will about the whole controversy, what happened to BB Tag. At least they came out and at least they apologized and explained accordingly what actually happened. Unlike the crap show that was the entirety of Season 1 of Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Capcom.
Speaking of Capcom.
But we might, since we're done with Bethesda, so we might as well go to Capcom. That was the first one.
Speaking about the butt rock equivalent to the video Japanese industry.
If you scroll up, for those of us who are actually on stream, the Double R Jeff Metal. Scroll up and you'll see my Capcom notes.
Yep, I see it right in front of me right now.
So, Double R, you're the Mega Man guy.
Yes.
Mega Man?
And Mega Man is back, baby! And that's gonna be the game that's going to shut the coffin on Mighty Number 9. Period.
Wait, it wasn't always shut to begin with?
Well, we still don't even know like the full entirety of the game yet. So, but that's the thing.
I like that it looks more cel shaded now.
Yeah, and initial impressions from journalists, from what I've read, they've actually been very positive about what they've experienced with Mega Man 11 so far.
You know, that's funny because I was just talking with you about this yesterday behind the scenes, Kyle. That this is the art style I wished 9 and 10 were a decade ago.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
Not the 8-bit nostalgia crap that we got because of Inafune, you know what I mean?
That's actually the guy who's doing the character designs for that game. It's actually the same guy who did the character designs for the Mega Man Battle Network and Star Force franchise.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, right.
Well, I like those.
That's a very good choice.
And you can definitely tell when you take a look at both, like, Mega Man and Roll, because when you look at them, it's like, those actually look like a much better, more modern design for the characters. They actually look better for the times.
It's funny you bring that up because Happy Video Game Nerd, formerly known as Happy Video Game, now known as Stop Skeletons from Fighting.
Mm-hmm.
He just did another, and I think it's going to be the last final mortem episode regarding my number 9.
Mm-hmm.
About its failure and basically the revival of the Mega Man IP via Mega Man 11.
Yeah.
Like, that's where my number 9 and Inafune really screwed up. That, he was thinking about the past instead of thinking of what worked in the past that could be properly revitalized for a future contemporary audience. Whereas what Capcom is properly doing, I know that's weird to say, but let's be blunt. There's specific divisions in Capcom where are properly managed, and I hate to break it to you, one of them ain't Street Fighter.
Yeah. And Inafune doesn't know how to properly manage his own stuff because he's an ambitious man with too many ideas instead of prioritizing which ones should actually make the most importance, within that given time.
I think you're being a little too nice, Kyle, with saying that. Ambitious?
Very ambitious, and that's not usually a good thing.
I would call it what it is. It really is. A used car salesman.
That too.
LPH said, if Mega Man 11 did well, can we have a new Mega Man X game, Capcom? I know a lot of people want X.
Yes.
back.
Day one, when this was confirmed by Game Informer with that issue a couple months back, they did say if Mega Man 11 does well, they are definitely going to try to revitalize the other series. It's like X and possibly Legends in the near future. So, hey, it could happen.
Yeah, vote for your wallets when it comes out on October 2nd on all the platforms that's available on. Definitely pick it up if you want to see Mega Man come back. Or continue, rather.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean...
Well, that's all we know about ML11 for the time being, right?
Do we think... Speaking of, that's all, I'm pretty sure, but do we have any... In terms of E3, related to E3, are they going to talk any more about it, or they think,
Well, I'm pretty sure they are going to be talking more about it, because they did say when they showed off the debut trailer back in December of last year that more news would be made available around the time of E3. So we slowly have started getting little trickles of it. So I imagine that E3 is going to be a more bigger media blowout for that. When that time comes. And they were
wrong, because 2 days ago we just got the reveal date trailer for Mega Man 11, right? October 2nd, right?
Yes, with little tidbits about the gameplay, what they're newly experimenting on with this new double gear system, as well as this being the third Mega Man game in the mainline series after Mega Man 8, with its infamous voice acting, and Mega Man Powered Up on the PSP. This is the third mainline regular Mega Man series game that's going to have voiceovers. And from what they showed, that the voiceovers, much better.
Yeah. You know, I like to say, about damn time.
Mm-hmm. It makes you, makes you think that it makes you believe that those characters are believable with the voice roles that they have when you hear them in the trailer.
And guys, in all fairness, we need to stop saying that Mega Man hates VA is atrocious. You know why? Yeah, granted, it came out 20 years ago, but you know which VA is absolutely downright atrocious pig crap?
Mighty Number 9.
Mighty Number 9.
Oh no, there's worse games. I've showed you videos of them.
I know, but I'm saying if we have to compare the clone to the originator.
Oh,
you know
right, yeah.
Yeah, and even
Mighty Number 9.
By the way, Dr. Huawei must be stopped. Mega Man.
Oh God, and I think they got Keith Silverstern or whoever his name is, who voices Zas Selamel in Soul Calibur, doing the voice of Dr. Wily in that game, and as well as Bryce Papenbrook, who voices Zidane in Dissidia Final Fantasy, voicing Mega Man, from what I noticed.
So that's the son of the other Papenbrook, right?
Yeah, son of Bob Yeah, son of
Bob was the one who passed away, and he was the voice of Yosho and Tenchi.
That's right.
And he was one of the Digimon in Adventure 1 and 2 of Digimon.
So we got Mega Man 11, so we know more. We're gonna see more. I'm actually excited for this a little bit, and it's gonna be budget, so don't worry about that either.
It's gonna be
gonna be a
$30 game.
Yeah, $30 physical release game.
I know. The cool thing is, since I had a price, I get it for $23.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World is also in my notes, and is the PC version out yet? Is that what they're going to talk about?
It comes out this autumn.
I'm going to guess we're talking about that.
We might get a release date for that port at E3.
Yes.
I'm going to guess they're going to talk about that PC version.
Mm-hmm.
Metal, don't you play Monster Hunter?
No, I don't. Chair does that.
Oh. I remember him talking all about it, because
I need to get back to Monster Hunter World. It's been far too long.
Would you get the PC version? Double R?
Yes, I would.
I hope it's a good port and not a...
I have to wait until reviews come out for it first before I judge whether or not I would actually buy it. Because if the PC port is reported as being really atrocious, then I'll be like, nope, I'll just stick with what I have.
Yeah. If that's the case, you can just wait until, like what most PC players do. Wait until it's completely patched and it's able to be optimized properly.
Is there anybody in the chat that does play Monster Hunter that has any indication? I'm even asking the viewers.
Yeah.
As well as you guys, because I don't know what else they could announce for DLC or anything, like new monsters.
I can imagine more crossovers with their IPs.
Oh yeah, they have
Like
they had a
with
Mega
Capcom
Man.
Zone games like they did with both Street Fighter and the Devil May Cry stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they even have been doing ones outside of their own IPs too, like like whenever they did the Monster Hunter games with Nintendo, they would always have like Nintendo's IPs in the form of like costumes for the characters or for the
That's all right.
Palicos, or they even had stuff like the Palicos looking like the cats from Sailor Moon when they did that crossover for Monster Hunter Generations, if I'm not mistaken.
That's funny for you bringing it up, Kyle, because if they did do that, would they take a page from what Square recently did with the release of Final Fantasy 15 for Steam? You know what I'm talking about the infamous Gordon Freeman armor from Half-Life being a costume for Noctis.
Oh.
Not Noctis, but the multiple version of.
Yeah, the multiple characters. I could definitely see that being a possibility.
Yeah, okay.
Here's what I see being legit, even though we don't want it.
What?
Because they got a movie coming.
Oh gosh.
A Mila Jovovich skin.
Oh
No!
Yes.
Oh no! Why?
Tie in with the movie.
You're not wrong, because that is smart and Capcom at the same time. Why the hell would Capcom once again freaking partner up with freaking Paul W.S. Anderson?
Paul Anderson and Millia Jovovich.
First they ruined Resident Evil. Now get ready to have your dreams dashed with Master Hunter, the movie, taking place in real time.
Real time in a modern city. Like that has never worked before.
Are you sure?
You know what it's called? Dungeons and Dragons. You know that crappy 2000 movie? Yeah, completely worked back then.
With monsters in actual cities and not in like fantasy jungles. I was like, are you sure you're thinking of Monster Hunter?
Because
are you sure?
They're thinking more of Godzilla than anything.
I was gonna say that. Are you sure you're not thinking of God Eater?
Yeah.
I was like, because that sounds more like God Eater, with the actual being destroyed by monsters.
Yeah.
And having to hunt them.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I guess that's all we got for Monster Hunter. Is there anything else? Metal?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
I don't think so. Well, other than any like completely out of left field, like surprises. So.
Next on my Capcom list is something me and Jeff. Jeff, do you see that list? Why don't you talk about it? I'll give you the floor for this game.
Which one are you referring to? Devil May Cry 5?
Yes.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's around October, November of last year. It was during right before the implosion of NeoGAF. Someone by the name of Son of Spotter posted that come PlayStation Experience 2017, there will be an announcement for a DMC 5 with a, quote, some sort of exclusivity to PlayStation for the platform. And from what I recall, there's going to be 3 playable protagonists from this leak, which will be Dante, Virgil, and Nero. And the fact is that they're trying to target 60 frames, and
I hope so.
It looks like it's going to be a 2019 release.
So if it's 2019, then they definitely got to talk about it.
It's possible, but I don't believe it's going to be an exclusive to Sony. I can see it being
not a
Sony's.
complete. Yeah, but
I do not see it being either timed or full-on exclusive. You know why?
Yeah.
If this was an exclusive, then why would Capcom re-release DMCs 1 through 3 under the DMC HD collection for Xbox One?
Very true.
I think I don't see it being timed.
That would make no damn sense.
No.
I think it's just DLC exclusives, which
yeah.
But that's the case. That's even worse because
it's also dumb. But I can see.
I feel bad for Sony because they feel like they're in Stockholm syndrome this generation with Capcom.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but this is what I feel like every time. It's like, oh, baby, we're sorry. It's like, no, they are the ones that should be apologizing to you for giving you a crap game that was Street Fighter 5.
Exactly.
Yeah, and begging you to promote Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
That's
Oh,
another
you mean the
thing
game
that
that's
should
going to be
be,
dead come October?
Tony, you should be mad at Capcom, not trying to.
Yeah,
You should be not trying to appease them.
No.
yeah. You should quit trying to be buddy with them and scrutinize them
Capcom.
for the crap that they're doing.
Yeah.
Stop being soft. It's okay to give them the pimp hand.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. So the next thing is actually the next Metal. How about you? Got any thoughts on Devil May Cry 5?
Oh god, only that it is a thing. Otherwise, like I just want it to exist, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The three characters got me hyped if that's real. So that's what I'm actually most hyped over.
Well, they
Especially
have.
if I don't have.
They're gonna have a lot of they would need to have a lot of explaining to do if they're bringing Virgil back.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
played
they
4. Did you see the thing about Nero, Virgil connection?
Yeah, I did, but I'm just talking about Virgil as a character if he's going to be in the story.
Yeah, they'll find a way. The Dragon Balls. There you go.
Yeah.
Sure. The devil balls. That's what we're calling them.
Good.
Well, that sounds worse.
Yeah, it does.
But Jerry, you're right there is not wrong because let's not forget DMC equates to the BS insanity that is anime in general. So
Yeah.
even though the tone is completely an oxymoron to that of the ideology of anime itself, but that's another topic for another time.
Yeah, we don't want to delve too deep
So-
into it.
Next thing, Jeff, is actually also for you.
Oh yes, we're talking about Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
And just to add a couple things here, have you guys ever heard of a horror-centric site by the name of Reliant Horror?
Yes.
Well,
I've seen you share from them.
good news. Courtesy of them, we found out a possible leak about more info regarding the upcoming remake, courtesy of Capcom. And it's as follows. The game will run on an improved and significantly optimized RE engine with an impressive revamped lighting and shadow system. For those who don't know, RE engine is basically the new in-house engine for the entirety of the current console games that Capcom's been developing this generation.
Yeah,
Think of it as this generation's upgrade to MT framework.
yeah, it's the same engine that they used for RE7 Biohazard.
Yeah. The game will be aiming for a solid 30 at 1080p on standard PS4. However, for PlayStation 4 Pro owners, they'll be getting a nice 4K native resolution at 60 frames. The engine reads different resolutions each time you enter a room.
60 frame.
Yes.
The game will be the first RE title designed with a 4K resolution in mind, meaning that assets will be in native 4K resolution. They believe that the game will be the best-looking Capcom title thus far, and it has the potential to seriously compete with games like God of War in terms of visual. The game's camera will be over the shoulder, akin to RE4 in mind, but a bit stylized in execution. So I guess we will have to wait and see the game's first reveal to see what does stylized OTS mean in motion. It will use a photogrammetry scanning tech a la what RE7 accomplished. Noting that Capcom took notes of fans' confusions over Chris's new model in the recent release, so that made them do more effort with playing the RE2 character models. Claire will have a different outfit while retaining some similarities. Capcom has brought in, and this is the important one too, Capcom has brought in outside contractors who have worked on the series previously, including people who worked not only on Resident Evil 4, but the original 1998 release of RE2.
Ooh.
The game will include campaigns from both Leon and Claire, but the game will overall be much longer than the original, lots of new content and areas. And last but not least, the game will keep its horror focus and classic RE design elements intact. So with those additional details, who wants to go first with their overall thoughts?
I guess I will, but I'll just keep it very brief. You have me interested. That's all I gotta say.
Okay,
Or you have me intrigued, basically.
Yeah. Jerry, thoughts?
I'm glad it's 60 frames.
But you still need to get your 4K HD TV as well as a PS4 Pro in order to fully experience that, or else you're gonna have
That's my problem.
or else you're gonna have to experience motion sickness if you just play it on the standard PS4 and a 1080p
Wait,
HD TV.
is it first person?
No, it's not in first. It's third person.
It's kind of like RE4, like it's like over the shoulder.
Yeah,
RE4, 5, and 6, basically.
and
Yeah.
Revelations 1 and 2.
Yeah, that too. Thank you.
You know, I'm not a zombie guy, so
But you won't be throwing up
that's
because
cool.
of the inconsistencies, so don't worry about that.
that's good.
But,
So,
but that's
go
the only
ahead.
thing at this
Go
point
ahead.
with this announcement. Like, the rest is cool, but actually, continue, Jerry. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were still talking. Sorry.
no, that's me. Go ahead.
I like everything from what's been said, courtesy of Reliant Horror, but I'm really disappointed that Capcom is really focused on 4K resolution. Like, you can make the best looking game without having 4K resolution in mind, because I'm sorry, with how a little much of a fan base that owns PS4 Pros, is it really worth trying to make it 4K 60 frames for them only? Because I think it's a waste of damn money.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be a waste of time, seeing as how bad financially that Capcom is right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that, but the overall install base. Like, there are more people who have a basic PS4 compared to the smaller install base. Let me rephrase it. The niche install base that owns a PS4 Pro.
Right.
Like, it would have been best if, and I hate to say this, but for both consoles, they just went for full 1080p, 60 frames. That's what I think they should have done, but again, this is Capcom. Apparently, they know better.
Capscom, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Or, I'm sorry, the guys who came up with the phrase.
How about metal?
Yeah, that's just my overall thoughts. I like what, but that's only a pet peeve of mine. But yeah, Metal, any thoughts about this?
Oh, sure. Oh God, yeah, it's definitely interesting because I've always really liked the story of 2, so it'll be nice to relive it, even though it won't be in the same way, but it's also a good thing because. I still enjoy the original Resident Evil games, but the tank controls and the camera angles and everything can be extremely annoying.
Oh yeah.
But I still enjoy them. But it'll be nice to re-experience it in kind of a new way, kind of like what they did with those rail shooters.
Yes.
The Umbrella Chronicles, I think they were called.
And the Dark Side Chronicles too.
Yeah, with the rail shooter,
Mm-hmm.
the 2 rail shooter games. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. It sounds cool, and I just hope that it turns out to be good, and that they incorporate like I'm pretty sure it's gonna have some kind of mercenaries mode, since it's gonna be the 4, 5, 6 style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what
There's one thing I'd like to add. The second to last bullet point of the details we talked about, courtesy of this site, where it says the game will include campaigns for both Neon and Clear, which is Onyx. But this one right here, but the game will overall be much longer than the original, with lots of new content and areas.
Which is obviously hella interesting.
Because like you said, I do like that they're bringing mercenaries, but it brings up a good point. With how long this game has been in pre-production for years, are we getting just Resident Evil 2 Remake, or Resident Evil 2 and RE3 Remake in the same package?
My thoughts. Actually, you gave me an idea, because Pokemon demo came out, right? And I was thinking about the cut content.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is like the stuff, like this is RE2 director's cut.
Right, because for those
Like
who don't know,
all the stuff that they
RE3
wanted to
Nemesis-
put in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
RE3 Nemesis, overseas people will know it as The Last Escape. It was never intended to be the actual RE3. It was made that way
It's gonna be a
because
spin-off.
of actual obligations from PlayStation. The real Resident Evil 3 was the one you guys got on the Dreamcast called Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Yep.
But getting back to Nemesis, for those who don't know, it is actually an integral right in the story of Resident Evil 2. Like, it happens...
Yep.
The first half, if I recall correctly, happens right at the start of the outbreak, right in Raccoon City.
Yes, September 27th was... September 27th, 1998 was the start of the outbreak, and then 28th is that whole first half of the game, RE3, and then I think the next day after that, that's when Leon and Claire entered Raccoon City. And then after they escaped, then 2 days later to October 1st, then the second half of RE3 came about from there.
Yes. So it makes me wonder if we're really getting RE2 only, or a combo remake of RE2 and 3 story integral into RE2's story. Kind of like what they tried to do with RE6's campaigns. That they were separate, but they were one interwoven story, if you get what I'm saying.
That'd be one hell of a package, if you ask me.
Hey, if it's a $60 game, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, me either.
To finally weave RE2 and Nemesis into one game, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
like I said, that would be the director's cut.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love RE2, but oh god, just to see the terror that is Nemesis brought to life in glorious HD.
Yep.
I would love to see that happen, but
best way to compare Nemesis is compare him to the T-1000 from Terminator 2, or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's the reason why, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Mikami said when working on RE3. That Nemesis, that the inspiration for Nemesis was based on T-1000. Yeah.
So the last thing I have in Capcom is Monster Hunter
Generations. It's actually something that Kyle just informed us before we went.
So Double R, that's you. Why don't you explain this?
Yes.
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, that is the Western port of Monster Hunter Double Cross, which released in Japan, which is the updated version of Monster Hunter Cross that was originally on the 3DS, but got a Nintendo Switch port. I think it was... Yeah, it came out last year in Japan for the Nintendo Switch, but it's coming out this year in the West for both the United States and Europe for the first time, and... I really don't know what all they're going to talk about with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I guess they'll showcase what the new features that they introduced in the game when they talked about Double Cross last year and the year before that when the Nintendo Switch was fully unveiled and Capcom was on board with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I think that's all we're going to be knowing from that, but if you ask me, we're probably going to be knowing more about that from the Nintendo Treehouse during the Treehouse presentations. Or at least in the E3 video presentation that they have planned for that Tuesday. But other than that, it's really sad that it's not Monster Hunter World, which you'd think that, that they would try to get a game like that over. But hey, at least if, since Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is actually coming to the West, I'll be like, hey, I'm more than fine with that, for that to appear on there in case we can't get Monster Hunter World at all, even though Monster Hunter World itself is actually a pretty big and ambitious game when you look at it from a graphical standpoint and just a scope standpoint. Something I don't think that the Nintendo Switch could handle in its current form at this time.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, if there was an inevitable revision, then yeah, maybe it can handle it somewhat, but in its current stage, no.
Oh, actually, I know we haven't got to them yet, but I found out something interesting for when we get to them.
Okay.
Regarding Activision. Just announced, Spyro the Dragon reignited. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but it looks like we finally have the official release date of 21st.
Okay. We'll get put in the.
I just wanted to bring it up.
Oh, put it in the chat so we can remember it.
Yeah.
But other than that,
That's the phone.
That's all I have to say about Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be doing anything special like having an amiibo or a lineup of amiibos for it, or have anything new that was not in the original Japanese version, but I can't really say, as we really don't know that much about what the Western version of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is going to contain.
I swear, these scammers know that I'm streaming. That's why they call it. So,
hey, don't joke about that, dude. They might actually be tracking you as we speak.
Yeah.
they're watching the stream. I don't know about tracking though. There's nothing to track, but they're watching the stream probably. But here's the thing. Here's the next piece. I'll take care of this. Well, Namco Bandai, right?
Yes.
Considering I've been watching Combo Breaker like Jeff, but I've been really watching it like, well, so is he. But anyways, let me set the floor for you, because Metal, you don't play fighters that much, do you?
Not really. Oh, like now and again, yeah.
All right, so but you know Tekken, of course, right?
Yeah.
SoCal.
Yeah, and I don't play.
So these are big names.
I don't play fighters as much as Kaus or 16-bit Jeff does, but I do enjoy them from time to time, unless if they invoke replay value from earning rewards. But I did pick me up Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection and been enjoying the crap out of that game. It's fantastic.
Hi.
But continue.
So, let me set the stage for here about Tekken 7. All right, so Combo Breaker 2018, Tekken 7. Jeff, I was watching it religiously, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was even sending you messages about what's happening. Like, oh my god, right? I sit there. I'm like, Harada is there. Harada is there. A later, they gotta say something. I mean, I know it's not E3, but dang it, Combo Breaker. There has been announcements there before that are big.
Oh yeah.
So it isn't out the realm of possibility.
You mentioned Harada, but he just drove out of the town you were in, Jerry, if you heard the car passing by you.
So Tekken 7 was awesome. That's grand finals. Harada takes to the stage. Harada's like, I'm up here! And I'm like, yo, Harada, lay it on me. What you got? And Harada was like, Combo Breaker was great. I hope to come here next year if they do it again, which they are. Rick already announced that as well.
Nice.
And he was like, okay, so Tekken 7, we got DLC coming on the 31st of Tekken 7 free DLC for the costumes, which we already knew about. That was already reported. And I was like, okay, then we already know that. All right, what else you got, Harada? What else you got? Lay it on me. Bye. Then he goes, wait. I'm like, what you talking about? So this guy just walks on us. And people are like, oh, but Combo Breaker isn't big and blah. No, Combo Breaker is not as big as Evo, but it's still big, and it still has announcements. Don't be trying to throw that at me. But
honestly, that's when you just really wanted to say F you to Harada, right?
Yeah. Well, to the people saying that he can't announce something there. Yes, he can. He just didn't want to this time. So anyways, E3 is the big thing for Tekken 7, and all this other Namco Bandai stuff that I got as well.
Yeah.
My guess for E3, since they got something there for Tekken, is everybody's been asking for it, including Jeff, the legacy characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for some reason, Lei Wulong is the one who is at why cool, but all right. And for Jeff is Julia.
Oh yeah.
So the legacy characters such as those, people are thinking that's what's going to be announced. I have no idea. I'm hoping long shot, but I'm hoping for something more with the story, or maybe the arcade mode to be fixed. And if there has to be a legacy character, then I would rather Lei, because he's not a clone of anybody. He's his own dude. He has his own fighting style.
Right.
Same with Julia, unless they put Michelle in. Julia wouldn't be a clone of anybody. So Julia and Lei. Anna is kind of a clone. She's not completely a clone of Nina, but she's similar enough that I'm like, I mean, I want her in there just because I like her, yeah, but in terms of gameplay, you don't really need her. You got it, Nina.
Mm-hmm.
What about you guys think about Tekken before I go into SoCal?
Oh, I just got 2 words. If they do announce something in relation to Tekken 7, at E3. Kazuma Kiryu.
The guest characters.
You mean the actual guest character that should have been the third guest character and not that trash like Noctis was?
The people saying legacy characters, which is, I mentioned legacy characters, but it's also the possibility that instead of any legacy characters, again, it's another guest character, in which case it could be Kazuma Kiryu. It could be another KOF character, because he...
Raiden,
right? Yeah, Harada's saying he wants to put Raiden in, which if you don't know, that's the wrestler. I am Raiden, a.k.a. Big Bear, only in Fatal Fury 2, where he turned face.
But, you know, it'd be nice. If it's not Raiden, you know, it'd be nice to see a little love from Blue Mary.
She's my favorite.
But, I mean...
I am surprised that SNK themselves took this long to add her in to KOF 14.
I know, that would have been a better choice for Raiden or even Geese. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy with Geese more so than what we got freaking Noctis Garcia Screenix. Oh, speaking of which, that's another thing we need to bring up when we get to them in regards to
we'll get to them.
Soul Calibur 6.
Oh, Soul Calibur 6 is next. So, Metal, would you play Tekken if they added Geese? If they added anybody like Kazuma Kiryu?
Excuse me. Tekken already does interest me, and it's really just, a matter of me just, not having enough cash to get all these games I want. But Tekken is up there, and that would actually interest me, so... so sounds cool.
Soul Calibur 6 is next. We already got Maxi revealed. That was the latest one.
Mm-hmm.
We had Ivy, Zasalamel, Taki, Tsurugi, Yoshimitsu,
Xianghua,
Sophitia. Those were announced. Was Xianghua announced?
Yes, she was.
Yes.
Okay. My guess at E3 is you get the whole base roster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what modes it has, and basically how the game's going to be. Because I don't know, but I don't think they're going to announce any DLC plans. I think it's just going to be the base game. Is going to the info we're going to get on that.
I really hope that there's something in relation to the Weapon Master mode from Soul Calibur 2 being implemented in Soul Calibur 6, because that was the only side mode for a Soul Calibur game, or any fighting game in general, that I really enjoyed with a heavy passion.
People want the creator character back,
which I think it's going to happen.
So what were you saying, Jeff, about Soul Calibur?
Thank you. Yes. Regarding Soul Calibur 6, was a leak that happened a couple of weeks ago. We found out that it looks like Tekken wasn't the only IP that was going to be a collaborative effort courtesy of Square Enix, because apparently at this year's E3, we're going to hear not one, not two, but
that's right,
3 additional characters from an upcoming Final Fantasy release, and that being Final Fantasy VII Remake, with the addition of Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is this. We got a trash character like Noctis. I don't care what people say. I played the crappy character. He's a shit character.
And
broke AF character.
And my frustrations with Noctis are available to the public to see.
Exactly.
The massive legions of Nocti.
We got him. Yet he wasn't the character that should have been included as a guest character in Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I would have thought Noctis and Cloud at least, or hell, even Sephiroth, because Cloud was already in Smash Bros. And possibly once more of the upcoming re-release Switch. Re-release or new game, you guys own game.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Tifa a character that is mostly known and associated as a brawler in a Soul Calibur game to begin with?
But you also got to remember, Jeff, how did they get someone like Heihachi from Tekken to end up in Soul Calibur 2 when he's a brawler character?
I get that, but it's just like with the characters that are associated with the franchise is what I'm getting at.
True.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking specifically about Final Fantasy, it's just like it's funny because we were talking about Wheels about this privately like a couple weeks ago. I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy 15, but you know, being a Barry character freaking knocked it lightning.
Her.
Of all people, her. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, right, Jerry? But it's just like,
Why couldn't they put Tifa in Tekken 7?
Yeah.
I mean, every guest character so far has been a dude. It would have changed it up.
Mm-hmm.
and that's my other problem too. It's just like that's why I brought up Blue Murray earlier with freaking Geese. It's just like, look, I'm happy with Geese, but you know, there's other characters besides Geese and the long roster that is Fatal Fury.
Plenty more.
Oh, yes.
Hundreds.
I mean, hell, not even freaking Blue Murray. What about showing some love to Leona?
Oh man.
Well, they already did Mai Shiranui in Dead or Alive 5. How about somebody?
That's why I didn't bring her up, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Yuri or King or hell, freaking Whip.
LPH said what now?
The fighters that we were talking
I'm surprised Star Child is in I told Star Child we're live.
But yeah, in regards to that, I think you're right, Jerry. The only thing we're hearing from E3 from this year is going to be three things: official release date. Because if I recall correctly, isn't this one of the games that going to be showcased as an exhibition for Evo this year?
Pretty sure. Okay.
Because that'll be the perfect time too. Because if I recall correctly, Evo's happening this year, right?
It's in August this time, man.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird because it usually happens in July. But that's my first prediction. Second prediction, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's going to be the basic full roster revealed, with a possible DLC additional characters down the road, like they currently do at Tekken 7. Third one, I'm not really looking forward to this, but I can see it's happening due to the popularity of the system itself. As we all know, Final Fantasy VII Remake, when it was announced back in E3 2015, we all remember that it said it was coming first to PlayStation 4, correct?
Right.
Yep.
The aforementioned characters I just mentioned of Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa from said game. Do you think they're going to be exclusive to that console only, or just like the game?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a big question, but honestly, I do see that being a possibility.
Yeah.
Man.
Even though, I mean, there's a chance, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the sad thing is? There is a chance, because I remember the crap that happened with Soul Calibur 4 back in the day with both freaking Darth Vader and Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
it's
fact that they were locked on each other's sides, like they were.
Mm-hmm. And they were exclusive for those platforms for a month before they made the others available via paid DLC.
They were on the disc, which.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Namco Bandai, Capcom is the only one that does that crap.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, these publishers need to stop doing that crap, because it's not. Coming from experience, you don't gain crap from that. You're losing the experience of a game by putting stuff behind a paywall.
Oh crap! I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm the one running Twitter.
Hmm?
I got you, fam. We're still live, so I got you.
You got us, fam.
About Twitter.
Okay.
So, Soul Calibur 6, anything metal?
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping we get full roster. Wouldn't surprise me, like you guys said, if we got confirmation of, the fantasy of the finals.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably see some more. Maybe, I don't know, we might get maybe another guest character or so, but I know it usually averages about one, but you never know. But
Geralt is already in there.
Yes, and Geralt's already on the box art for the game too.
Geralt over Vera, but
Or Max likes to troll people calling him Gerald of Riviera. And the more they get mad at him, the more he trolls them saying that.
Mhm.
That would be nice.
So yeah, just hoping we see some good stuff in general.
All
Yeah.
right. So
Before we head off to other territory with Bandai Namco, what do you think the chances are, even though they may not announce it at E3, what do you think the chances are in the long term where they'll announce a Switch port for Soul Calibur 6?
But I think it's highly likely.
Yeah, pretty strong.
Very strong. Not only that, but the aforementioned game we just finished before we talked about Soul Calibur 6, Tekken 7.
Mm-hmm.
hey, those Tekken Tag 2 on Wii U.
Oh, that would be a nice room. But no, we can't have nice things, right, guys?
So the
We're
next
not
thing,
allowed to have
nice things.
so the next and last thing I wanted to talk about Namco Bandai, because I forget what else they do. The anime games, I guess that's about. Speaking of anime, Dragon Ball Fighters. There's still 4 more DLC characters they haven't shown, because it says it's gonna be 8. We've already got Bardock Broly, Blue Vegito, and Fuse Zamasu.
Wait, which DLC pack is this, Jerry, that was just announced for Vegito Blue and Zamatsu?
Second one.
Second one. So there was 3 that they officially announced.
So it's 2 out of. So there's 8 characters, and they keep coming in 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
Oh, hey, Vic, welcome to the chat.
Hey, what's with the silence? What silence?
What silence?
Oh crap! Are you not hearing us? Is our audio not coming through? Hold on, let me check.
Well, LPH said earlier that he could listen to us.
Let me double check this.
It says it's not.
Or that he could listen to us.
You're all
No,
mute.
I hear.
Yeah, I can clearly hear
Let
you
me
guys.
double check this.
It says it's not.
Or that he
Nope,
could listen
you
to
can
us.
listen.
You're all mute.
No,
That's
I hear. Yeah, no, we're all.
You're all mutes. Huh, that's
No,
weird.
no, the stream is working fine on my end.
Maybe try checking your end. It could be Twitch on your end too, dude.
Well, he can't hear you. You gotta type it.
Oh, shoot.
Ugh. Yeah, LPH said that he's good on his end.
Yeah, so it might
Try checking your end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just like you just heard me playing the stream back.
Right, but anyways, Jerry, while he's doing that, what were you trying to get at in regards to
So there's 8 characters, there's 2 more DLC packs coming.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a thing, but I think the next one of them is good. I don't know about the next one, but one of them is going to be base Goku and base Vegeta.
Oh god.
There's already Goku Black. There's already Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah.
There's already
Super Saiyan Blue.
Blue Goku. And if Vegito and Fuse Zamasu count, there's already half Gokus in those.
See, I think that's the reason why I don't like playing the game as much, but I love watching the game. You know what I mean?
Well, I love playing it and watching.
I don't have the roster choice. You know what I mean?
If you don't want your copy, I'll take it.
Well, too bad. Well, I would love to, but I have a PC version of it. So.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the PC version of Dragon Ball Fighters on my end too.
You know, I'll say that one thing that really takes me off of Steam, and I find it funny that people went for the jugular of Microsoft's end at the beginning of this generation. You hear them?
Oh, thank God. Vic, by the way, Vic got it working.
That's good to hear. Good to hear that. But
Yes.
you never hear that in regards to people, you know, rightfully roasting Steam on that we can't trade our games through their service/story. You know what I mean?
LPH said, "Oh God, it's Ultimate Battle 22 all over again."
Oh no!
I don't think it's that bad, but I mean the Gokus, and there's so if you count,
you want to talk about bad game? Look at freaking GT Final Bout.
So there's Goku Black,
or even worse, Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu on the Game Boy
hold on.
Advance.
Here's the Goku math. All right.
Okay.
There's Goku Black, Blue, Rose. There's Goku Black, Blue, Super Saiyan. Right. That's 3.
Yep.
Fuse Zamasu and Vegito. That's a half and another half. So you've got, but those make 1. So there's 4 full Gokus.
Yeah.
In other words, those are 4 slots that were just wasted for nothing.
Mm-hmm. So it's basically like Budokai Tenkaichi, where every form is treats itself as its own character.
So and then the thing is people are saying there's base Vegeta and base Goku. Vegeta math. The Vegeta math is there's Vegeta, Blue Vegeta, that's 2, and then half of Vegito, 2.5. There's 2.5 Vegetas.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as bad. That's not as bad. Adding base Vegeta would make it 3.5. But yeah, the other pack, I believe, I forgot what the leak said. Do you remember what the leak said? Because the leak's been right so far.
Oh, months ago. You're talking about the one that came out months ago before the game's official release, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
I don't remember the other 2 were. I don't remember if it was going to be Kale and Caulifla. One of them is going to be a super character. One of them's a super character. Which I don't mind.
I wouldn't be surprised at the popularity of the final arc of DBS.
Plus, you need more female. Literally, it's just 21 and 18 right now.
Yeah, very much.
And I'm not even one of those people who like. Yeah, I'm not even one of those people who's like, I want females. I just put like legit though, like
you want a split even roster.
Yeah, exactly. Because only 2 out of 30 something characters is bad. Like,
I would have loved to see Bulma as a playable character. Wasn't there a tease about that somewhere?
A lot of people do, yeah. And if it's not Kale and Caulifla, who's that?
Who?
Who? Who?
Exactly.
Kale and Caulifla, that I'd like to see Kaba and Videl.
I just brought up Videl.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I literally said I'm surprised that she hasn't been an option yet.
How about Chi-Chi?
LPH even said it, and I agree, and we all agree with. Fighters need more female fighters.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not even one of those who like, female, whatever.
None of us, but we just don't like seeing a complete sausage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we know that Dragon Ball is a shonen property, but come on, let's have equality between both genders, please.
And before you say, Toriyama, blah, 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 but again,
No.
I point you to Super, where there's tons of female fighters.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't even Toriyama.
I think it's Namco, to be honest.
That was my point. Thank you.
Because
that was exactly what I was getting at.
To bring this into perspective, ArcSys, yes, they have their own problems, but they do a better job of their own IPs in regards to roster and the size and the dotted line of the ratio of respective male to female ratio. Whereas with fighters, I feel the influence has been more on Toei/Banco.
Yep.
And less on the developer itself, which is ArcSys, sadly.
I think I exactly it is, and that's proven, Jeff. With every time there's a stream or news, it's never ArcSys, it's always Bamco covering it. So, and I think it's Bamco's like, we want all these cool characters. Oh, Kale, Caulifla, Ribrianne. Oh, screw them. Just put another Goku and Vegeta in there. Will you, ArcSys? I think it's Bamco telling them that. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
And again, like I'm not bashing the game because I like DB Fighters for what it is, but I'm not gonna lie. If I have to choose between Fighters and BlazBlue Cross Tag, I would go with Cross Tag. Like again, I would still play Fighters on the side. Don't get me wrong, but
I choose Fighters.
But you get what I'm saying. My problems, like yeah. But
yeah.
Speaking of Fighters,
yeah.
Possible Switch port, right?
Yeah, it's possible Switch port. That's the number one game they've been. And Bamco, instead of just saying yes or no, they're pulling that old crap of, well, maybe if you make enough of a stink about it, huh?
Yeah, no.
You say that, especially with the sales, and I think you were just going to bring the sales of Xenoverse 2.
Yes. They sold about, what is it, 500,000 or 1 million copies on the Switch already?
Seems to me most Dragon Ball fans are on the Switch, so why not?
Which, let's be blunt, yes, that would sound very niche if it was, say, like PlayStation, PC, or Xbox. But for a Nintendo platform,
yeah,
that's a very, very big number.
Mm-hmm. Be making gangbusters, if you ask me.
Exactly.
So my question is to Metal.
Yo.
What about all this fighters extras?
Oh, it is excellent. Because it really is just such a fast and great game. I enjoy watching it on YouTube so like I'm not big on the ArcSys fighting system, but like I don't know, this is starting to win me over a bit. So
You don't like any of the DLC that might come out?
oh well, yeah. I mean I mean yeah. I mean obviously yeah, but not having the game, obviously I can't say much, but it does look cool though.
I saw what you wrote, Jeff.
Yeah.
Back. So yeah. So I guess that's all for Namco Bandai.
Actually, there's one more. And I'm
That's
surprised
nothing I care about.
on
That's
the on the Bandai Namco part, Jerry. And I'm surprised that none of us actually brought this up. But then again, we probably would say, "Who the hell cares?" But
Exactly.
Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers.
Oh, you know,
that game was being done by the subsidiary of Itagaki's new development studio, right?
Yes,
Vic
Valhalla.
brought up something interesting. So we kind of figured that this would happen, but Vic actually found proof of Fortnite coming to Switch by Epic Games Korea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not that, but funny enough, I don't know if I brought this up when we were talking. I decided to bring this up when the first episode was about Xbox. But thanks to the Korean board once again, it looks like they might have leaked that Sunset Overdrive might be coming to PC finally.
Oh, good. That's a good
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, speaking of, actually not at all. You're talking about Naruto, Boruto.
Yeah, the Shinobi Strikers game.
I know my dad actually wants to try it. There was also that is it the My Hero Academia game by them too?
Yes.
That's coming
Now
out.
that's a game no one cared about because it got no advertisement whatsoever.
Or some seeing My Hero Academia finally for myself. I don't disagree with calling it Green Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I know people are like, "What? How dare you?" I'm like, "What? It's not bad. I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying it's nothing I haven't seen before."
Hey, here's the thing. I'd rather watch My Hero Academia than ever touching that piece of crap that's currently on called Darling the Fox.
You're not wrong. I was expecting to disagree with you until you said Darling. No, you're right. I definitely would rather watch My Hero over Darling.
And of course, we also got to bring up Code Vein as well.
Oh yeah,
Code Vein has been like, yeah, that's been silent. And all of a sudden, news popped up about it.
And
Dude,
God
that
Eater
guy's
3.
in the chat. Release date's gonna be revealed on the 5th for that game.
There you go.
And God Eater 3.
And I believe also Black Clover's getting. They showed that game too.
That's right, they are.
Which that one is kind of like a MMO, which is kind of neat.
Wait, well, like what? In the sense of like the Sword Art Online games?
No, like how when you fight, it's big PvP raid.
Okay, it's like an actual MMO and not like a salad dressing MMO, kind of like what
No, yeah.
ASAO games do. Okay, cool, good. Okay.
For EA, I just wrote sport, and Jeff added, well, maybe Battlefield 5 and Star Wars and Anthem. Metal, I have to ask you, Battlefield 5 and Star Wars. What do you think? Do you think EA can show anything?
What was that? Sorry, you cut out on my end.
Battlefield for we're talking about EA now.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
besides sports, we've got
Sports.
Battlefield and Star Wars and Anthem. What do you think?
And they might not even have Star Wars for much longer. I'm just saying, but
Oh, true.
just going off purely what we've heard, we know that there's going to be nothing from Battlefront 2. They've essentially all but abandoned the game, and there will be no further story or maps coming out for it. So, yeah, kind of dropping the stinker where it lies, basically. But Battlefield Fade, obviously, we'll probably see some hopefully actual gameplay from that, which hopefully allays some people's fears. You know, hashtag not my battlefield, hashtag historical accuracy.
Yeah, historical accuracy when people tend to get into a damn video game.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like, sure.
That's the funny thing. People whine and complain about historical accuracy, yet they're completely fine with
it's a double standard. You know, people complain if the game isn't...
that David Cage likes to shove down our throats, or even Hideo Kojima.
Like it's one of those vicious cycles where people complain if it's not historically accurate, and then people will complain when it is historically accurate that it's too stifling.
But you know what the sad thing is? That unlike us and the people who are in the chat watching, we have the proper knowledge of knowing if you don't like it, don't buy it. You don't
You have the power to vote for your own wallets.
Yes.
Yeah, and pretty much, hopefully, like I said, obviously see more from Battlefront 5, more than we saw during the reveal stream, which I actually did watch live, because, yeah, they showed, like they talked a lot about the game, well, you know, which was good, I guess, in a sense, but they also didn't show a whole lot other than a pre-rendered, essentially, trailer, which, again, we'll hopefully get to actually see it being played on stage, which, you know, again, is a big hope. I guess we'll have to see. And Anthem, again, we'll probably see more from that, but after Destiny 2 kind of fizzled out, people are kind of burnt out on the Destiny-style games now, but I'm not saying they're going to cancel Anthem, but I get the feeling they might rework it a little bit. Yeah, they might rework it a bit, like not like a lot, since it's already pretty far in development, by what I understand. But they might, rework it a little bit, so it's a little less Destiny-ish.
Yes,
but that will remain to be seen.
Probably a bit more like Dark Void, if anything, if you ask me, with Anthem.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. The only game that I would care about in regards to EA possibly being announced EA Play, just to clarify, guys, like last year's event, and I imagine Jared would bring us something at the end. We're not covering EA again this year,
right?
But if there's only one game I care about, and it's Titanfall 3. I don't know if it's gonna be shown this year's or next year's or whenever, but that's the only game I care about from EA. Excluding Battlefield 5. That's it.
Okay. So Double R has a lot about Square Enix.
Yeah.
In our notes. The first one I want to cover just because it's Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So new Tomb Raider. I really hope it's got some balance. The last two games my dad really liked, they didn't grab me. And I hope this one grabs me. I really do. I'm not like I don't want anything to fail, but
of course.
But the last two didn't. I want something cool something that about the style of it just doesn't grab me. The previous two, and I hope this one does.
You know what I think the problem is, Jerry, and I can see it too, because there are some problems I have with myself, especially as a diehard horror fan and a diehard TR fan like you and your dad are, respectfully. They were trying to go for a modern horror take, a la what was that movie from Neil? He did that movie Straw Dogs. It was basically that they were in that cavern and they were trying to get out of it. You know what I'm talking about? They even looked like they plagiarized a scene from the game, from said movie. But anyways, I think the way they were trying to go for a more horror approach just didn't work out so well as they thought it would. Not only in Tomb Raider 2013, but also in Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is just like it's the same problem that people had with The Last Jedi. It had good ideas, but horrible execution.
Yep.
Yeah. But then again, this is the last game in the current reboot that, brings about Lara Croft's origins, so...
Yeah, but that's the thing I find weird. Why did the trilogy have to be the entire origin when the first game should have just been the origin of that? And
right?
Yeah.
A time skip? But I do have faith in this one because unlike the other two, which were developed by Crystal Dynamics, this one's actually being developed by Eidos Montreal.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
I hope that means something good. How about you, Metal? You care about Tomb Raider?
Not really.
Valid answer. I've even said I don't really care, and I hope Shadow changes my mind. But right now,
it should ease you at least, Jerry, because while they were the guys who did the reboot to Thief, they were also the team responsible for both Deus Ex: Human Revolution and Mankind Divided.
Reboot of Thief? Don't you mean Teeth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah.
Still, like I said, I hope they catch because this one is double. All these are double R. Well, I like Dragon Quest as well, but before we get to that, we've got Kingdom Hearts. Double R?
Kingdom Hearts 3, yes. There was a preview event that happened for Kingdom Hearts 3 last month, and our good friend Nightwing01 and his wife, K-Wife Reviews, they were invited to the event to actually try out the demo, or some of the demos for what was brought about for the game, especially with that whole scene in the Olympus Coliseum where Sora, Donald, and Goofy are fighting the Titan on the mountainside while also riding that attraction that looked like something that came out of Disney World in that boss fight, as well as the gameplay in the Toy Story world, as well as Monsters Incorporated, I think? Or was it just only those two? Oh, hell, I can't even remember. But yeah, they did showcase those, and they said that coming around either before or during E3, they will finally have the release date finalized for the game. And also within the demo that they showed for the game, it's going to be in 60 frames per second. I think it's on both PS4 and Xbox One. Even if you have the standard consoles, they're going to be in 60 frames a second. But there's definitely going to be enhancements for both the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X versions of the game, for those consoles.
From what I've heard, courtesy of WindowsCentral.com, Xbox One X is the only one that has a solid 60.
Huh.
Where PS4 Pro likes to go likes to dip between 45 to 55 at best.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the basic units I think are just at sadly just 30 frames.
Mm-hmm. And at the event, they did say that around before E3 or during E3 that we will be getting the final release date for the game. And what's even strange and what's even, actually kind of exciting too, is that when they showcase the demos for, or the demo of both those levels within Kingdom Hearts 3 at the event, they actually had the first glimpse of English voiceovers from, the likes of Hallie Joel Osment as Sora, Bill Farmer as Goofy, and of course Tony Anselmo as Donald Duck. So with them having English voice acting already done at this point in time, you can definitely see that looks like that they're targeting more for a worldwide release for this game whenever that comes to be, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which is what they did for Final Fantasy 15 when that first came out on PS4 and Xbox One, and I think they're taking more cues from that when it comes to their own Japanese properties at this time. Mm-hmm. So definitely going to be hearing more about Kingdom Hearts 3, more likely with Square Enix's E3 press conference, but we'll probably hear a little more as well at the PlayStation press conference later that day or later that night. Next one, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, there was that Walmart...
Metal's muted, so he might have stepped out.
Okay, that's fine.
No, sorry, I just had to mute for a minute.
Let's go, man.
Oh, that's fine. But first of all, was there anything you guys had that was in relation to Kingdom Hearts 3 that you might be interested or have concerns about?
The only thing I can say is this game has been in development hell for almost nearing a decade, and I'm not the biggest fan. I am a casual fan of the franchise, but not a diehard like most people. That said, I do want to eventually play this game, and I do eventually hope it gets. I hope it eventually does get a PC release in the near future. But more importantly, I just hope that this game that's been in development for nearing almost a decade now is a proper, finalized, polished product compared to what Final Fantasy 15 was.
Yeah.
By the way,
at the end of the day, I just want the fan base to have.
And that game was all development for crazy long, and I hope that they didn't do what they did with 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because after Kingdom Hearts 2, they just milked the hell out of that game in so many different variations before they officially begun development on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, and they still are too. Let's not forget, we're getting additional DLC going into next year.
Oh boy.
And I hope that out. I know that's a weird thing to say, but in 10 years, like, just come out already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you guys said that already, but like, that's just like, wait, we already said we wanted to come out. Yeah, no, but I want it to come out. Like, we already said that. No. I want it to come out.
And even Hikaru Utada or Utada Hikaru said that she threatened to quit if that game did not come out.
Metal, right? She said that she's threatening to leak the whole soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of funny.
She was like, just take this out or I'm gonna leak it.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII you were on.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Anyway.
Game,
what?
I just want to save my piece and then let you...
Okay.
Because that way you can just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy VII. This generation? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
More importantly, question mark?
Yeah, that's why I said it. That's why I put the question mark in the in the Discord chat because it's
PS5?
It's still up in the air about this game whether or not if it's going to make an appearance at E3 because there was that Walmart of Canada leak with games that are supposedly going to be announced at this year's E3 and looking from what is on that list it seems more and more likely. It's been looking more and more likely based on the reveals that we've been getting as of recent, this past week. Of course, with Lego DC supervillains, as well as Rage 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot that talking about Bethesda.
No.
But so the more with some of the things on there keeps getting announced, the more I'm inclined to believe that we are going to actually see something in relation to Final Fantasy VII Remake at E3 this year. Maybe not at Square Enix's presser. Well, we may get a little glimpse at Square Enix's press conference, but maybe more during the PlayStation press conference. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was the other way around because there was also within that leak mentioning that Final Fantasy VII Remake was also not only coming to the PlayStation 4, which is what they're considering a timed exclusive or releasing first on that platform, but also coming to the Xbox One as well, based on that leak. And the other thing too, there was an article that I picked, and I do apologize for the dog barking if you guys can hear. But anyways, there was another thing that was brought up to the attention when it comes to Final Fantasy VII Remake was that Square Enix's recruitment page within their own business Division 1's development website or the Square Enix website themselves, they actually had the the lead producer or the lead developer or whatever his name is, Naoko Hamaguchi, who talked about the development of Final Fantasy VII Remake with how it's coming along. And I got the little excerpt right here because he also did showcase a glimpse of one of the bosses in their updated look, which is the Airbuster, which is the second boss that you fight in that game. And this is the little excerpt he said, along with the picture of him as well as the image of the excerpt from the remake. He says, when people were asking how the remake was coming along, since they moved everything back to in-house from, their failed attempt at working closely with CyberConnect 2. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII, this is what he said. Final Fantasy VII Remake for home game machines is a complete remake work of Final Fantasy VII released in 1997. By shifting to the in-house development system in order to stabilize the mass production system last year, the development workflow has also been greatly reviewed, and the development efficiency has improved. Although the development system and foundation have already been set up and mass production development is proceeding smoothly. From the viewpoint of incorporating, we are continuously looking for new staff aiming for further creativity. So that's basically what the whole gist of, the comment is coming from. But, because it's been leaving a lot of people that in the dark about whether or not if game has, remained in development hell after they shifted production back to in-house after CyberConnect 2, or if it actually has managed to go along smoothly and prove us wrong, which, we're not really sure at this point. But that's all the information I have in regards to this. I mean, Jeff or Metal, you guys want to input your thoughts on Final Fantasy VII Remake, if there's a possibility that it is going to be shown at E3 this year or not?
I sincerely hope so, because, with all the word of troubled production and that it'll definitely be out by 2021, obviously people hope it doesn't mean it will be out in 2021.
It's gonna be a PS5 launch title.
Oh God.
At
I'm
this
not even
rate.
joking, but it's just like the redesign of what happened with it going back to in-house Square Enix was just recently, last year?
Yes. Around the beginning of last year too.
Correct, right?
I'm not even sure. I think they did, but it was more from a design standpoint on some of the characters and stuff for the game. But I'm not even sure what all. But I'm not even sure what all assets that they had to rework from scratch. We really don't know.
Exactly, but what I'm getting at is that's an additional possible 2 to 3 years more of development.
Mm-hmm.
And a waste of not only money, i.e., more budget, but also the timetable has to be rejiggered now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can see this being reshown to show how far the game's become, but again, don't expect this to be a PS4 exclusive for this generation. It's gonna be a cross-gen title. Mark my word. Not only for PlayStation 4, but also for the Xbox family too. Whenever they announce access to the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. I just really hope that the game actually does well whenever it comes out. I want it to do well.
It may not be my favorite, but I hope for you and the fans that really love this game. Again, like I said with Kingdom Hearts 3, I hope the fandom gets a truly good
experience.
Let me phrase that: a great remake.
Mm-hmm. I really hope. Anyways, enough talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Jerry already did his piece at the beginning before I talked in depth about it. Octopath Traveler on the Nintendo Switch.
That we already know a lot about, and that's coming out this summer.
Next month. July 13th, if I do recall correctly.
I wonder what... My guess is you're going to get a big trailer. I don't know what else they can say about it.
Probably
without spoilers.
Probably during Nintendo's either E3 presentation or at the Treehouse.
All of a sudden, you know what the announcement is? This game ain't even out yet, but it's close to coming out. So why not announce Octopath Traveler 2? Thanks, son. The game ain't even out yet. I already want a sequel.
Gosh, you're just like Keiji Inafune trying to go into Red Ash when you haven't even delivered on Mighty Number 9 yet. Don't restart that scenario, please! Too late. They already did. Damn it!
I already got Octopath Traveler 3.
You're giving him ideas, Jerry. Stop.
What?
Anyways, and also about Octopath Traveler, there is a collector's edition, and I'll be doing an unboxing of that when that comes out. All right.
I thought you were doing a let's play of it. I'm like, do it.
I might do one for my live stream channel.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so next up, and to get this moving right along since we're already past an hour and 45 minutes, Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age.
Another one we already have info on, and I am hyped for that. I'm legit hyped for 11.
Oh, awesome.
I've already seen Japanese footage, and I'm like, yes, this is what I want.
Now there is something about this version, or about the Western release, that they're going to actually have in there that they did not have in the Japanese release first time around, and which they did for Dragon Quest VIII when that first came out in the West, and that is it's also going to include English voice acting for the Western release for the first time. For that, for the Western version.
Now, Kyle, clarify this. Is this coming up for the Switch in the West or not?
They haven't said, but I imagine that they would.
Okay.
Because when they built the game with Unreal Engine 4, it was based on an older version of Unreal Engine 4, whereas the Switch has already updated with its most current technology, or the Unreal Engine 4 has updated its most current technology or updated version of that engine, and it's already implemented into the Switch. So the development team has to.
I think what I was trying to ask is like what platforms are currently announced for release.
Probably PS4, PC, and the Nintendo Switch.
I don't think the 3DS version though.
No, I don't see that.
Switch.
It wouldn't make any sense if you ask me.
I think it'll just be Switch. Yeah, no 3DS. Metal. Before we continue, anything? No, Dragon Quest or as Japan calls it, Dorakue.
What also known as their equivalent to Easter, Christmas, any holiday.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yes.
They made that a law. You can't release a new Dragon Quest on a work day.
No.
I know.
Because everybody will take off work just to go home and play it.
Including Yoshihiro Togashi, aka the creator of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
And hiatus. Always a hiatus. Why? Because he's playing Dragon Quest.
Gotta thank Yuji Horii, Koichi Sugiyama, and Akira Toriyama for getting him hook, line, and sinker.
Yep.
And I don't blame them either, since they're all three great individuals who work on a great franchise like Dragon Quest.
Oh, since we're talking about Squeenix, I think it's fair to bring up that it's looking more likely that last year's release of Nier Automata might be getting an Xbox One release announced at this year's E3.
Interesting.
I hope it does because
Yeah.
It's a shame that the only platform that game can run properly on is not the PC but the PlayStation 4 version.
Yeah, I know, right? PC version, they
Why don't you usually go to their PC ports? That's why I'm shocked.
Right?
Yeah.
So Double R, what's
they are an independent developer.
Okay, I got 3 more left. So next up, Life is Strange 2.
All right, it's a thing. That's all.
Yep.
Next up, the Avengers Project.
Now this Avengers project is Marvel's Avengers, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm curious. I'll tell you that much because I've always wanted to. I liked the Captain America game. Remember that one?
Oh, the one that was done by Sega?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that was released around the release of the
first Avenger movie.
The first movie, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted a game like that, or with. So I'm curious. I want to see.
I hate to break it to you, but from recent leaks earlier in the year, it sounds like it's going to be like a Destiny-like experience.
Oh.
But with Destiny clopping, like Visible Ninja said.
Yeah, but
maybe they correct. Maybe they course corrected.
Let's hope. But then again, this is Square Enix.
Of course.
You know, I'm hoping for a good game, but this is my biggest problem with Marvel Entertainment. Again, I want to clarify, not Marvel Comics, Marvel Entertainment, because they're a different entity.
Mm-hmm.
I am so sick and tired of the Avengers. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when this was first announced around January of last year, 2017, that Square Enix got the IPs to Marvel, the entirety of Marvel Comics. The big thing they decided to go with is with the Avengers. I'm sorry, you have freaking Eidos Montreal, a developer who's done phenomenal work with reviving one, if not one, of the most beloved, influential RPGs of all time, which is Deus Ex. And you cannot even think two and two together that they would be a perfect fit for a character like Daredevil.
Or maybe even Black Panther.
Or here's the thing, how about, like how we're talking about diversity, how about a little colored character like Iron Fist?
Mm-hmm. Or Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, but it's just like, no, we have to push the Avengers because the MCU. Like, I'm sick and tired of this aspect of the MCU. You don't have to have the MCU be part of your. It's your comics.
Yeah,
that's thing wrong with that's what killed Infinite, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what killed Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah, no, not that. Who remembers the X-Men?
Oh God.
Well, that's in the same category.
Yeah.
of the MCU again, because no X-Men don't exist in the MCU. So
nor does the Fantastic Four.
So to them, they don't remember.
Oh,
so
let's not forget Dr. Doom. Who cares about him? He was nothing but a function.
LPH or anyone in the X-Men, yeah.
Yeah.
So
last but not
go ahead.
Last but not least on Square Enix end, which probably we won't hear that much about, but I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did come out talking about this game some more. Dragon Quest Builders 2.
You know what? How such a small but unexpected hit the original was? I wouldn't be surprised if they. Because let's be blunt. Let's be blunt. That was a really unexpected hit for Square Enix.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was.
It was cute. It was Minecraft-ish, but not like Minecraft.
In other words, the next was saying better than Minecraft.
Yes.
Yeah. And I had fun with it. And I only played the demo of the first one. And this one as well, part 2 is coming to Switch because part 1 already came out on Switch.
Yep. Yeah, so it's PS4 and the Nintendo Switch.
See, guys, when you make a good console that is consumer friendly, the more revenue and the more software.
Also, like the first one was set in an alternate part 1. This one I heard is set alternate part 2.
Yes.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah. Alternate timeline of Dragon Quest 2.
Yeah, like a what-if story, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
All right, so I don't know if Metal's still muted, so I don't know if he's away.
But that's all on Square Enix's end, on my part.
So we're not hearing Metal because it's fine, you know. Matter of fact, dinner's out for me, but so Sega, Double R's notes, but since I'm Mr. Sega,
Oh yeah,
and me, wink.
Oh,
you are back. Okay, I'm actually curious what you think of this. Yakuza Kiwami 2 is coming out in August.
Yeah,
that we're gonna see more of that probably, but also in Japan, Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 were announced to be remastered for PS4.
It wouldn't surprise me if they were bringing them over.
Exactly. I would not. I would not be surprised if that was an announcement at E3. I hope so.
That's solid.
I tweeted at Atlas and at Sega about Persona getting the same treatment. Did not get a response, but I got a bunch of people who viewed it. A bunch of people saw that tweet.
And for Persona, you're specifically talking about Persona.
Persona 3, and 4 at least.
Yeah.
Because 3 is on PSP and PS2.
And Persona 4 is sadly on
Vita and PS2.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, Vita means life.
So the definitive version of a game is on a system that only crazy people like me have.
And me, don't forget, I was day one of my.
So, and yet that game is super popular and everything, and you want people to know about it. Then freaking put out PS4.
I used to have the PS Vita, but I got rid of it. But I now have PlayStation TV, where I can play Vita games on it.
Yeah, the better unit.
So you didn't really get rid of it. You just got a better version.
Yeah, I got a better
You
deal.
got the better proper version.
Yeah, better proper version of the Vita. Yep.
So the next thing is Team Sonic Racing. Why not?
Yeah, that's interesting because everybody thought it was going to be a sequel to Sonic, but it's more in line with Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, but it's
Which I
going
like.
to. But it's also apparently going to be also, excuse me, a bit more of a throwback to Sonic R apparently. So
Oh boy.
it's color me interested because
Yeah,
like All Star Racing Transformed was actually a decent game.
I
Yes.
really
yeah,
like that.
yeah, I loved it.
I mean, yeah, it never got to. Excuse me. I mean, yeah,
I know
it
that
never.
feeling.
Yeah, it never got to Mario Kart levels.
Sonic and All Stars Racing, as well as the sequel Transformed, were better games than even the two recent installments of Mario Kart wish they were.
Yeah,
Which is unfortunate because they never obviously got as big, but
yeah, and it
and obviously.
and it seemed like those games were like the true sequel to Diddy Kong Racing that people wanted.
Yeah. More arcadey, just kind of fun, and
Yeah.
again, still, yeah, especially with like some interesting choices for racers, like Rio riding around on his goddamn forklift.
Forklift, yes.
On the forklift, as well as the actual outrun cabinet being playable.
Oh
Can
yeah.
you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up?
I mean,
your
obviously,
day?
there's some I'd like to see.
Vic was typing.
Yep.
Like some I'd like to see. Like to see Rystar made playable, and some other ones.
Dynamite Heady.
That's the only thing I'm disappointed with this Team Sonic Racing announcement. I wish it was their game in the Sega All Stars Racing because there's a lot of other IPs within Sega's brand besides Sonic and his friends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Sega stuff. Hey, Axel Stone, bring him.
Bring my woman
with a cop car.
Bring my woman Blaze Fielding, or else.
Or what's his face? God, what was his name? He was
Mr.
from Power
X.
Stone.
Oh, Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon from like Power Stone or something.
Mm.
But yeah, and like I said, Rystar would be great.
Vector Man. All right.
Oh God, Vector Man, yeah.
Sonic Mania Plus.
Oh yeah, definitely buying.
Yeah, basically the complete version of last year.
Well, yeah, like the first game only with
good for me, since I never had the original. So
yeah, same here. Like I never got it, so.
But if you have the original, then you can get the upgrade for only $5.
Yeah, new features.
Mm-hmm.
New features,
playable,
characters.
Ray, the Flying
Mighty
Squirrel, and
Ray
Mighty
back from
Armadillo.
Sega Sonic.
Sega Sonic the Hedgehog in arcades, Japanese arcades.
Jeez, yeah.
Speaking
That
of
was back in the early 90s, yeah.
Sega, before I get to this last one here, I did have a prediction I wanted to throw in the middle there.
Okay.
Mhm.
I brought up Persona. I think I treat silence as more of an answer than actually getting replied to. Like when Jeff got replied to and nothing happened. When he asked game companies, I think when they reply, that means they got nothing. I think when they're silent but see your tweet, which I know they did,
They have something up
They
there.
have something up their
so
sleeve.
I'm gonna throw in a Persona 3 or 4 or both coming to PS4 in this Sega thing, since Sega does own Atlas.
Not only that, but I'm going to include a one that I think you will agree with too, Jerry, especially with all the hubbub, especially this year. I'm betting right here, right now, E3 2018 is going to we see the announcement of VF6.
Dude, please, yes.
I'm betting it here and now. I am not even joking.
Yes. So Virtua Fighter 6, yes, please. Cause I mean, the last thing I have here on this list that Double R wrote, Shenmue 1 and 2 is coming out. Virtua Fighter related. Same guy who created Virtual Fighter, Yu Suzuki.
No, but if I recall correctly, when it was originally made for the Saturn, it was intended to be a
Virtual
prelude
Fighter
to the
RPG.
franchise, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna be Virtual Fighter RPG.
yeah, where Akira was going to be the.
Yeah, it was gonna be Akira instead of new character Ryo.
Mhm.
Yep.
Matter of fact, you can go watch the Virtual Fighter anime, and you will see straight up parallels to Shenmue 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Shenmue 1 and 2, by the way, will be shown with gameplay. I really want to see how the new controls, what that means.
Yes.
I want to see how that plays with new controls, whatever that is. All I'm guessing is it's not tank controls. I mean, obviously.
You bring up something interesting too. Not only that, but we're going to see more about how the process with Shenmue 3 has been going along.
Mhm.
That too. Shenmue 3, unlike, because I know Suzuki is actually, because he showed animations before, and then he showed after he got more money that the animations got better. So unlike other Kickstarter Inafune, he's actually putting the money towards developing the game. I know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Suzuki, unlike Inafune, is an actual honorable person who's not trying to screw you over.
Yeah.
It's his backers.
Same thing as Koji Igarashi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Igarashi's also not screwing people over. He put out
Yeah.
that good old, and that's just a prelude to the actual game.
Mm-hmm. It's a damn good one too.
Yeah, I was watching people streaming. I'm like, yo, Cardio was even streaming it. Our buddy, Cardio was streaming it too.
Mm.
Which I hope he comes for our streams this year. I really hope.
Yes. So next we got Ubisoft, and we know about Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Because it was just revealed due to a leak that happened a day ago.
Yep.
Mhm.
They're
So
going
that's
to
the
ancient
thing.
Greece.
You might as well. If you went to Egypt, you go to Greece.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Sparta indeed.
No, but I got some bad news, guys.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
It looks like, unlike the thing they did right with last year's release of Origins, where they took their time with developing the game,
Mm-hmm.
with this year's installment, they're going back to the once-a-year release.
Oh,
no.
no.
what did Origins do bad?
No!
It's because I guess did so well. I guess they figured, we got her back. Let's strike while the iron's hot.
The reason it did well is because it was a good game, and the reason it was a good game is because they had time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They took their time.
Oh yeah, they took a year off from Syndicate, so yeah.
Vic wrote Leak, and El Pietro, and not Hit Song.
Yeah.
So after that, I threw in just me, Prince of Persia, just because I want to see it.
Oh yeah.
No, I think that's an inevitability.
And I wrote Rayman does something, meaning I'm not sure if it's going to be a Rayman game, but it's going to be a Rayman franchise thing.
Yeah.
I want their.
Hopefully it's a main Rayman game.
Hopefully it's a follow-up to Legends.
Yes. Watch Dogs may as well happen, even though nobody cares. But
Mhm.
That's
They-
enough inevitability.
Ubisoft is into it, so they're like, yeah, let's do it.
Even though
The only fan of Watch Dogs I know is my dad.
Like even though WD2 did horrendous in sales compared to the original,
Yeah.
they'll still push that franchise into the grave. I mean, look at the aforementioned Creed.
So Vic wrote this E3 is just leaks.
Yep.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. They're
And finally,
killing the hype.
Yeah.
I said they're killing the hype. Is basically what.
If you don't know
these
why
leakers
I'm
are
going a little bit faster, it's because dinner's.
Yeah.
trying to like-
Okay. Go ahead.
Mhm.
No, I'm telling the viewers. If the
Yeah.
viewers like, how come all of a sudden they're going a little bit faster?
No, we got that, dude.
No, I'm telling
Yeah.
the viewers.
Yeah.
I know you guys got it. Starlink Battle for Atlas, which Double R brought up,
Mm-hmm.
which is that cool game where you make Gunpla, basically, but with starships.
Very much.
Yes. And
So, yeah, Metal laughed because me and Metal, we're both Gunpla nuts, especially him,
Yeah.
because he can afford some of them.
there's one more game in Ubisoft you forgot to mention. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I forgot because they bloody haven't shown any. The only thing I've seen is stuff on ArtStation from the actual art director, but I haven't seen them talk about it since, with more info.
Yeah.
So I'm, you bringing it up is a good thing because I think this will be it. They'll finally give us the info we want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think that's it for Ubisoft then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rockstar, I brought them up because Red Dead Redemption, they already got that commercial out. You've seen it on YouTube probably, that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So they got that. You can see more, hopefully. And Jeff, you're the Red Dead Redemption guy, so yay. Okay, Jeff's not there. Never mind.
Sorry about that. Again, my allergies are really killing me. Sorry about that. What I missed?
I was asking you about what you think of Red Dead Redemption. What, if anything, would be better.
Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm a little disappointed that it's a prelude to the original. I mean, it looks great. I need to see.
Well, you know the ending to the original. I mean,
Yeah. I'm one of those guys that need to see more. And yeah, a lot of people are saying that, and even Rockstar saying that. Yeah, we're not going to delay. We promise. There's going to be another damn delay.
probably. Speaking of Rockstar, and I think Metal will be into this.
Mm-hmm.
The possibility, I wrote possibly,
Possibly.
of a
Possibly.
GTA 6. How possible is this?
Well, we've been hearing rumors like pop up like now and again ever since 5 came out, but they've seemingly been increasing recently. And but then there's the question of whether or not they might actually do a full-on like GTA 6 with how well GTA Online's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, God.
if it is, will it essentially just be GTA Online but with like optional like story missions or something more like a traditional like MMO?
Oh,
And-
God, I just realized something. You know what's
What?
going to be?
Story packs. What?
GTA Online, instead of it just being GTA Online Basic, it's going to be a GTA Battle Royale.
Oh.
Well, dude, the thing is Jeff's not wrong because every game's been doing that. They've been adding a battle royale.
Yeah.
If they can fit it in there, they'll put it in there. They'll
well, yeah.
crowbar it in there. That's
But-
what they've been doing a lot of these games.
But I was gonna say though, being possible for GTA 6 to be announced, would that be in their best interest to do so right now, seeing how GTA 5 is still selling like gangbusters? They nearly sold 100 million units by far, and that's crazy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Jeff was saying. Although, again, I do think they should make. I mean, I
think they should too.
there's
but
still more money on the table to be
Yeah.
made with a part 6. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vic said every shooter is a battle royale. That's what they're trying to do.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Call of Duty's adding one. Supposedly Battlefield's gonna have one too.
Yep.
That's kind of the in thing now, basically,
That's
is
gonna be
battle royale
that's
mode.
with a hot thing come E3 this year.
Yeah.
Speaking of Call of Duty, I'm so sorry that our last one is Snack Division, but
Or Crap Division. Both are preferable.
yes.
Okay.
Although they do
mind
have
if-
one thing I'm interested in.
Okay. Mind if I?
Metal. Yeah, why don't you do the last one? Yeah, why not?
I was gonna say I'll say because actually I have to go here for dinner like now, so
Well,
I'll
me
just
too. So,
Okay.
I'll just say what I have to say quickly and say follow me on Twitter at Metal Ninja Zero. But Black Ops 4, like
Ugh.
I still want to see more, especially this battle royale mode, as well as the multiplayer that's like different supposedly in some way. But yeah, not expecting too much. Same thing from Anthem. So yeah, that's about it for me. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for coming on.
Oh, his Twitter was Metal Ninja Zero
Yeah.
Metal Ninja Zero. Yep.
and Hero Club. We have their logo up there.
Mm-hmm.
And so he brought up Black Ops. Anything you want to say about Black Ops, or you just want to talk about Spyro and get out of here?
No, nothing to talk about Black Ops. It's just another edition of Call of Duties with the map
Call of
packs
Duty.
and the special
Map
editions
pack.
consoles. And Mario, I please need it. Please, I'm begging you, please.
All right. Jeff has nothing.
Nope.
Good.
Good.
well, what is there to say about Call of Duty?
Nothing.
So Spyro the Dragon is the only other thing that I'm
Yeah.
even interested in.
Yes.
So I just hope that it doesn't pull what Crash did, and that is they remade it, but they did it kind of a lazy way where they just took 3 and overlaid it its control scheme to 2 and 1.
I hope not. I hope they don't do that either.
They better, because they're all Crash Bandicoot. They all play the same. No, they don't.
No.
As you obviously seen when you try to play 1 with 3's controls. So I hope they do that with Spyro. They actually remake each one with their proper control scheme.
Mm-hmm.
At LPH and FCOD.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to end this shoot.
Yeah.
So let's plug. I don't think we have anything else to say unless you
No.
On Spyro and Call of Duty. Do you, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right. So I've been Fighter Cows. I'll plug for myself and for Geek Fighters. So for the Geek Fighters, follow us here on Twitch. We are streaming tomorrow, Devil May Cry, and on the 10th through the 12th. Remember, we have E3. We're going to tell you the schedule soon enough. Cops are coming for the stream. No.
Yes, they are. They're coming to stop us from streaming DMC Devil May Cry tomorrow.
So follow
it.
us for that, for our E3 actual coverage. We'll see how right or wrong we are when E3 happens. Starting June 10th. We will be covering Bethesda. We won't be covering EA, nor the PC thing.
Nor Devolver Digital.
Nor Devolver Digital, but we will be covering Bethesda, Enix, the 3 consoles, and
basically the usual suspects.
And we go on a half hour before each of those conferences start.
Right. So we have a pre-show, and the pre-show you do want to see because that's when we have our guests. Because the main streams are just going to be the 3 of us.
Yes.
If you want to hear the guests too, watch the pre and post shows.
And we'll have the bingo cards ready too.
Oh, that's right.
And we'll have a special gift that I just can't wait to see.
Oh yes.
I wonder.
I wonder what it was that you chose for me, Jerry.
So, and follow the Geek Fighters on Twitter and Facebook, and our Discord just by scrolling down and clicking our logo. And that's it for the Geek Fighters. For myself, just follow me on Twitter at FighterCows, Facebook FighterCows, Instagram FighterCows, Twitch FighterCows. That's that simple. And I do in my webcomics, tapas.io, and go there. Just go to tapas.io and search for New Courage or for Mixtape, and you should see my webcomics. Those are the names of both of them. And that's it for me.
Cool.
So, Double R?
Follow me on twitch.tv/RPG Reviews. I return to live streaming tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I decided to take a break from Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions on 3DS, and I'm actually going to be doing getting back to doing another long live stream series, and that's actually going to be on Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I figure, since my 3DS live streams hasn't really been gaining that much traction, but then again, it was because of some things in my life that came up, and of course we had Memorial Day weekend last week, but now this weekend should be the perfect time for me to make my full comeback. But yeah, be sure to be on the lookout for that tonight. Also follow me on youtube.com/RPG Reviews, where I do my YouTube videos on there, whether they be reviews, retrospectives, the side quest videos, or the archives of the live streams that I do on Twitch onto YouTube that I post on there. Be sure to follow me on Facebook.com. My Facebook fan page is facebook.com/RPG Reviews, and of course, my Twitter handle is @RPG Reviews, so whichever social media site that you post on, that I post on, you'll be sure to get the update from me on both ends. But anyway, that's all on my end, so definitely looking forward to our live stream of DMC Devil May Cry tomorrow. So, I'll see you then, guys. But yes, Jeff, last but not least.
Yeah, I'm 16-bit Jeff. You can follow me on Jeff, and also on my Twitch page, or twitch.tv/16Jeff. You can find out what my schedules are as to things and current streams going on both the Geek Fighters as well as my personal Twitch channel. Like Kyle and Jerry said before me, yes, we're continuing DMC tomorrow on the Geek Fighters Twitch page at 5 p.m. T. So look forward to that. And not only that, but following that at 7 EST, I'll be continuing Wolfenstein: A New Order, over on my channel, 16-bit Jeff, so look forward to that as well too. And besides that, yeah, look forward to our over here on twitch.tv/TheGeekFighters. And more importantly, if you'd like to join and follow the community, we have a Discord server for that. Click provided that for the image on the bottom right.
Bottom right.
Yeah, bottom right.
Yep. And that's it.
Unless you're on mobile, then you're just down.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Yep. Hope you enjoyed
yeah,
Hope you enjoyed our road to E3. We had a lot of fun.
definitely. So for Double RPG and for 16-bit Jeff, I'm 16. I'm what? Wait,
You're
what?
16-bit Jeff? What?
Wait,
Do you
what?
have an identity crisis, man?
I guess so.
Oh man, he must be hungry.
For dinner is out, and I was like, yeah. For Double RPG, for 16-bit Jeff, I'm Fighter Cows. We'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow at 5 and at E3. Nemo Conrail.
Peace out.
Later.